So this is the problem statement, and what vocabulary recognizes this input? Yep. Yeah, but the part of speech that say these are inputs. Yeah, the word given, right? It's really common in particular in coding exercises like this. Given is a really common word recognizing the inputs. Okay, so yeah, okay, so this is the word given. All right, so we have radius, starting angle, location x, location y, and the color. What is the output? In this particular one, we're gonna first, yeah, so you're right, that's the end product. The output, I would say output 1 is a circle, and then output 2 is a flower. Okay, so and then a flower. Okay, all right. Any matches? Yeah, hexagon one, right? And then yes, that one also, but even more so, rectangle one. Okay, you'll see why. Okay, so okay, so let's complete the understand step, right? In a word based problem, basically in understand, you will have to work out couple of examples. Okay, so you read the problem statement and then work out example by hand, right? Here the example is basically you have draw it by hand. All right. So let's do that. All right, so our turtle is somewhere here. Okay, so at 0 0. Okay, looking at east. Okay, what do we have to first do? Because we have to remember, right? It's in here. All right, we're gonna actually need to draw it at a different location. So we'll first have to move it there, right? So what do we have to do? Yep, tail up, right? So tail up. That's now the tail is up. Now what do we have to do? Yes, we have to move to that location, right? So somewhere, let's say right here, x comma y. Okay, so basically we have to move there. So that's hence the broken line, because the tail is up. All right, so now it's looking at east. What do we have to do now? Tail down, right? Because now we are ready to draw, but to draw we first need to tail down. Otherwise, if we start drawing a circle, it'll actually move in a circle but without a drawing, because tail is up, right? So we'll have to tail down. Okay, all right, so tail down. Now what do we have to do? As one more thing we have to do before drawing a circle. It's in the input, right? So this guy, we have to first turn, right? Otherwise everything, the turn, the circle will be drawing starting from, parallel to x-axis, right? So we first have to turn to the location where we just start drawing, and then draw the circle. Okay, so we're gonna basically need to turn. All right, let's say an angle, right, and let's say this is alpha, and for a 8 petal uh, flower, what should be the angle? Start with 0. Okay, yeah, yeah, how do we get 45? Yes, you're right, 45. How come the 45 though? You're drawing 8. Yeah, so 360 divided by 8, right? So alpha is equal 360 divided by 8. Okay, that gives us 45. Okay, because we are drawing a symmetric one, right? Okay. All right, so we turn. Now we basically draw a circle, right? So draw circle is given to you from turtle package, right? But we are also writing a function that does the same, right? But the reason is our function is a little bit more special. We first make it to move to a location and turn by a certain angle and then draw, right? So all of those there, right? So draw circle from turtle package don't have those. So ours is a little bit more special. So I would say turtle drawing, circle drawing function, it's too general for us. So we are making a little bit more special because we first need to go somewhere and then draw. Okay. So now I'm ready to draw. Basically, let me try to write, draw some perfect circle. I don't. This is really sensitive tool. All right. That's a ellipse. Okay, that's fine. All right. So all right, so now basically, so the circle drawing one is now complete. Okay, now imagine for the flower, right? I need to, so if I draw another petal with the same function, what will happen? It will be, yeah, going around the same path, right? So it will not appear as a separate petal, right? So that means I have to change the angle, right? So I have to keep changing the angle, and then basically in the next one I'm gonna turn another 45, and it will be like this. Likewise, it will be like this, and then go like that, right? Okay, and then we'll come back to that. So this flower doing one. So let's write the plan for um, the um, the circle drawing one. Okay, so input, right? What are we inputting? All of these. Okay. Okay. All right. Step 2. What should be the step 2? No, step 2. Plan, in the plan. Before that. Yes? Tail up, right? Yeah, tail up. Otherwise, we will draw that line also, right? Moving to the location, right? Okay, what now? Step 3. No. Nope. You want me to turn? So you want me to turn, but I drew one and it worked. See the diagram again, right? Right. Yeah. So we were here. We moved to this location, right? So tail up, move there, right? So all right. So that's what we have to do. So go to, right. Use the same function name that you're gonna use in turtle. Go to this location, right? So it's a coordinate pair, right? So I would write it like this. Okay. All right. 4. So now what do we do? Tail down. 5. No, yes. Yeah, rotate. Right? Why do we need to rotate first? Because if we draw a circle right there, that's then it will be always like we're drawing at the 0 angle, right? So it will not turn. So put that turn thing. I can't imply that I'm going to turn. Because I draw that first circle and then I start turning. Yeah, but our algorithm should cover that, right? If we are drawing a flat circle, then it's 0 0. This angle is 0, right? We still have to specify it in our algorithm, right? Okay. So like right here, right? So basically you are right? So basically I don't have to put alpha over here. I'm turning 0 for that first one. Yeah, it's alpha is 0, but to be able to use the same code for drawing future circle, I need to account for the angle. Otherwise, it won't work, right? We'll simply override the same circle, same place, right? All right, so that's why. So that's basically it can come before tail down as well. Either way is fine. Okay, so but left by I would say alpha, right? Starting angle. Okay. So now what do we do? Now we can draw the circle, right? So draw circle of, right, radius. Okay. All right. And again, guys, like try to be really specific as much as possible when you write the algorithm. Don't be vague, right? See that I use the radius because radius is my input, right? Draw circle of this radius, right? So if your algorithm is vague, then you will have a hard time translating it to code. Okay, so try to be specific and then complete as much as possible in here as well. Okay, all right. So there's no step 7, right? That's it. So this function is done. Okay, so let's try to translate this to code. Okay, well those are secondary stuff. We will add them later, don't worry. Okay, all right. So and then we also come back to write plan 2, which is drawing the flower. Okay, so I have already written the docstring, guys, and this is the translation of line 1 to line 1 in code. Okay, so we are collecting input. All right, all of these, and then I usually don't write this as an input because obviously we need a turtle to draw. Okay, so that can come in as a input as well. Okay, all right. So translation of line 2, basically, yeah, I'm gonna change the name, guys, over here. Say Tom. Okay, all right. So Tom dot up, right? Okay, so tail up, and then go to, right? So oops, sorry, Tom dot go to where this 2, right? Yeah, x comma y. Okay, all right. So now what? Let's see. Yeah, tail down. Okay, because we need to down the tail, right? And if you are not sure, you can always check the algorithm, right? So then left by starting angle, right? So Tom dot left by starting angle, right? And now what we have to do is draw the line, right? Draw the circle, right? So Tom dot circle, and we pass the radius. Okay, all right. So this is our translation. Yes. Oh, I'm gonna add the color later. Okay, so yeah, just to save time. Yeah, all right. And guys, I want to tell you that, okay, so translation from one language to the other in programming is rather easy cognitively than solving the problem from the language itself. Okay, like if we are trying to solve, like imagine without writing the algorithm, we are trying to solve this over here. It is more cognitively demanding than we first figure out the solution of the algorithm first in English and then translating from English to code line by line. Okay, so that's the number one reason that we should strive to solve our problem in English first, which is figuring out the algorithm. Okay, all right. All right, so now you can try this one out. Okay, so I'm gonna use this one. Already I have drawn one here. So let's see. Even though I'm passing color, I'm still not using, guys. I'll add them later, okay? And in this, basically the radius is 50 and the angle, starting angle is 60, okay? And then 30, 30 is the x and y, okay? And color, I'm passing it, but I'm not using that variable yet, okay? So I'm going to change this to, well, let's see. Let's use 1 so that you guys can see it. Okay. So how many petals was our flower supposed to have? I asked 8, but using this one, you can draw any number of petals. Okay. All right. So let's run this code. Oh, did I run it? Okay. All right. So you see that it's happening slowly, right? Okay. All right. So we were over here earlier and then came to this location and turned by 60 degrees and then draw. Okay. But if you want to like the idea is to use this code to draw other um, angled circle, right? So let's reuse run one more, right? And then see how it comes. Oh, sorry. All right. So I'm gonna change this to let's say 0. The angle is 0. Same location. Okay. And then it's actually it actually follows the same path. Did I change it? Oh, okay. So one problem is, did I actually 50, 60, 0? I put 0. Why it didn't work? That's a good thing to troubleshoot. See that actually have overdrawn it, but I changed the angle to 0, right? So that's a logical problem here. So this is 2 circles right now. So what's the issue here? It's the radius, the angle. Yeah, so it's yeah, but I changed the angle to 0, right? So it should actually go. Yeah, that's the idea of using function, right? So see, I changed the angle to 0, but it didn't work. So there's a logical issue here. Yes. Oh, I was just kidding. Can you go back to the parameters for your first draw circle function, please? Yeah, circle here. So starting angle, radius, starting angle, x, y, and color. What's going on? 50 and 60 here, 30, 30. It looks like, yeah, we are turning. Yeah, I did actually, but it's one top of the other, right? So it's appearing like just one because it's actually went along the same. Well, here's the angle. I changed the angle 0, so it should work, right? So this is the angle. So in here, I actually asked it to turn by 60 and then draw. And then here I asked it to turn by 0. That means no angle. Oh, I know what happened. Yeah. Okay, it's from the basically. So here's the reason. Okay, so it's actually take the angle from the original location. It's actually came. So it came up looking at 60, right? So now if I put 0, it follows the same path. So that's what happened. Okay, so then what do I have to do? I have to change this. Let's say, yeah, I'm gonna do 90 actually. Okay, let's see what happened now. Okay, okay. So it's calling. This is the 60 angle one. It's the first circle. So now it's turning. Okay. All right. So it turned actually 90 degrees. Okay. Those. So that basically what happened was the input here. If I put 0, I'll draw the same circle. So I have to change the angle, according to the way I want it, right? Okay. But guys, again, remember the purpose is we write a function drawing a single circle. It's somewhere at an angle, right? And then the idea is to use that one later on to draw 8 petals. Okay. So don't don't lose that point, because that's the idea of having being able to write functions, okay, so that we can reuse code. Yes.
So what happened right there was you're saying that because you called the function once before
Mhm.
and it drew it at 60, then when you did it 0, it changed the angle
Yeah,
back
it
before it
it,
started.
it changed the angle, 0, nothing, no change of angle, so it's followed the same path. Okay.
Can you go to the part where you renamed your turtle?
Oh yeah, okay, so right here, right here
Do I have to do that I do that
you can, it's, remember we talk about that, right? You can have a different name, or you can have the same name in here in the definition as well as in the call right here.
but did
Okay.
you assign turtle.turtle to the name Ted above that?
No, I created turtle over here. So right here is just the placeholder name.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's what I'm going to use in my definition. Okay. So so it can be same, it can be different. All you need to remember is that two things, Tom here and a turtle here, sorry, a turtle here, they are one to one correspondent, but they are different as well. Okay, they are related. You can imagine they are related, but they are different two entities. Okay.
So when I call the function, I need a turtle as the name of the
Yeah. So
function.
this the whatever the created turtle, you have to pass it over here.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Okay. So now we go back to over here. So we're gonna need this. Oh, this one, right? So we're gonna need 8 petals, right? So that's for the flower. So we flower need the center, right? So how do we figure out the center? How do we draw the center now? That's another circle, right? But where should I start?
at the end of the 8 petals.
Yeah, at the end, but at the end, yes. But let me give you guys
You
not this
have
one.
to
This
go
one. All right.
forward by the.
What happened? I don't know, something happened. Yeah, there you go.
You have to go forward by the radius.
See that? All right. So I come back to somewhere here, right? So at the end of drawing petals, right? But this circle, the center circle, need to happen start somewhere here, right? So if I know the center, this is where that's x and y, right? So then I start somewhere here. So I first need to move to that location, right?
So you do pen up and then.
Yeah, so remember again, we are, since we are drawing, we have the circle drawing function that does all of those. We are fine basically. All you need to figure out is this coordinate right here. What is that coordinate?
I mean, 0. You could use any. You could use.
No.
You could use any of those points. I mean, that coordinate is going to be forward the radius from any point in this, from the point of the center. You could go in any.
Yeah, so
Direction.
okay, imagine this is x and y. Okay, so let's go over here. This is x and x comma y, right? So I need to move somewhere. Let's say I'm drawing this center circle right here. So I need to move somewhere right here, right? Let's say this point, and then draw the circle center. Okay. So my question is, what are these coordinates?
I mean, I need the coordinates because I would think that
Yeah.
when I'm done drawing my 8 petals, I'm back at
Mm-hmm.
the center. And then if I
Yeah.
just and then
Yep.
if I move forward by the radius, I'll be at whatever coordinate that needs to be.
Okay. So
So
what is x? What is the x of the
would
center
be-
circle?
it would be well, the zero. Are we calling the center 0, 0, or are we?
No, it's xy.
Okay, so it would be x plus radius y.
Yeah, okay, so x1 x, it's x actually. See that it's actually right underneath of this x comma y, right? It's kind of it's a clunky drawing over here, but it's, yeah, so we're gonna move it to directly down, right? So it's x. What is y?
Y plus
Nope.
radius.
Y minus radius,
Right,
because
right.
this is the radius, right? This is the radius, so this is y, so over here less than the radius, right? So this is y minus radius. Okay, so the new the cent for the center circle is actually be x comma y minus r. Okay, all right,
But
so let's,
wouldn't because we're in the center? I mean, if you went x plus radius or x minus radius, or you did y plus radius, y minus because it changes the direction you're going, but there's going to be a coordinate which is going to
yeah,
vary.
but that circle has to have the center xy, right? So otherwise it would be like kind of off.
Right, but
Yeah,
I'm saying so we're at the center x y,
yeah,
but
yeah.
going x plus radius y would give us the same circle
So
once drawn.
so this one is clear, right? So this is x comma y center, right? And this we need to draw this one from right here, right? So what we want is this coordinate x, this x comma y.
But couldn't we use the coordinates to the left or right or up?
Yeah, you can, but you still have to move to that location, right? Yeah. So yes, you're right. You can move to any of the anywhere in this radius and then start drawing. Yeah.
You wanted the down.
Well, the down is the easiest, right? I mean, it's easy to figure out, right? So it's x, and then this is radius. So y, this is y. So this will be y minus radius. Okay, yeah. And then the thing is, anywhere else you move, you will have to figure out that angle as well,
Well,
right?
but I'm
So
not changing the. I would either be moving straight across, forward or back, or straight up, which
mhm.
is just the opposite.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
So if you go over here, yes, then the angle should be 180 degrees. So you will have to turn and draw, right?
well, I mean, like I said,
Yeah.
this is not a here nor there, but I'm just saying, like, if you do x plus radius y, that's going to give you the same circle as x.
Yeah, but my point is it will not be centered properly if you pick the if you don't pick the correct angle, right? So we'll have to calculate the angle as well then. So my point is, right, so you'll have to draw this one center, right? So then the turtle should be looking in this way, right? But if you go somewhere here and then the turtle is now looking this way, and then if your turtle is not looking that way, you'll have to make it looking that way by turning.
So after drawing the 8 petals, it's facing down.
It depends on the final angle.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
We move on.
yeah. All right, so let's try now. Okay, so we're gonna now basically what we need to do is we our remember our function does all of them. We just have to figure out um, the the new x and y location and also the new angle. Okay, so that's it. All right, so but we're gonna basically draw several petals, right? So that is this function. So I'm gonna call so basically for the input, let's write the plan for that. The input for that function, we can actually leave the color as it is, and also location also we don't need, right? Because location we are actually giving the location. Oh yeah, we can actually enter the location as well. So location, yeah, so without the color. So all of these inputs going to be input to that one, the new finds the part 2, right? 2. All right, so now basically we have the inputs. We just need to draw petal after petal, right? So I would say draw. Oops. Yeah, draw petal 1. um, so we can so the we have to specify the angles and then location as well, right? At or
You start at 0, right?
yeah, of I'll say radius at so first one going to be right here, okay, and then we're gonna basically repeat, right? 3, and it's going to be different now. Door petals 2, this is gonna be 2 at radius at 45 degrees, right? So 45, same location, okay. All right. I'll add colors later, okay, so don't worry about it. So for petal 3, right, likewise, right? So I'm gonna copy paste and then 8 more times, no, 5 more times. So let's see, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. How many do we have? We have 7, right? All right. So this is the 8 petal. So now the center, right? So right, I would say draw center, right? So and then I'll specify what is this center, which is basically this draw petal. So this shouldn't be 3, right? 3. This should be 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Okay, and then here it should be draw petal, draw center of radius at center. I would say circle, right? At it can be a different radius as well. Okay, all right. So it doesn't matter at what angle. It should be depending on
You did 0, right?
um,
And change the radius, make it smaller.
yeah, and then yep. Let's try that, and then 0 and location should be x, and then minus radius. Okay. All right. So let's try this one. Okay. Okay. So the translation of line 1 is right here. Okay. So so I'm gonna actually copy this call and then put it there and change it, guys. Okay. All right. So this, let's say this should be first 0, and then radius is 50. I'm gonna make it like 80, and then 30 30 is the location. Okay, and then the next one, petal 2. Let's do it. So this is 45. All right, and then let's make it yellow. Well, it will not work, right? But I'm anyway, I'm gonna anyway write. Okay, and then petal 3. Let's see, it's again 45, guys. Okay, because we need to draw 8, right? And then let's say make it red, and I'm gonna copy paste now for the rest of. Okay, so I have already 3, so I need 5 more. All right, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yeah, so this is the one that we're gonna draw the center. Okay, so this should be 0 and x and then y minus radius. Okay, I'm gonna change the radius to, let's say, 60, and so 30 minus 60. Okay, and let's make it blue. Okay, but we'll not see colors. I'll post that code. Okay, all right, let's see if this works. Okay, so so draw flower. I'm gonna block this one, guys. All right, and this should be a turtle spine radius, say 80. Well, yeah, which is fine. Okay, so starting angle going to be 0, and this is going to be 30, and then 30. Okay, yeah. All right.
Can you go back to your definition of draw flower?
Yeah, draw flower. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so one thing I'm actually and you can see that over here I'm actually I think I should have used this one starting yeah, this should have been starting x and y. I think not 30 30. Okay, guys, so I'm going to change that. See that over here? So I'm going to change that, because instead of getting two values, let's put the input there. Okay. Oh, I think
So this function only draws a circle of one size, even though you can change the location.
no, it's actually can draw. See the radius I'm taking it as an input, so it can actually draw, yes,
So
any
even though
size.
you're defining that input as 80 in the definition.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I should have changed the radius to this one here as well. Yeah, so that's a mistake I did actually. So I'm actually changing that. So basically, the what happened was I copied the call, right, the in the main program, which was wrong. So let's change that. So only color should have been the there, right, the specific value. Everything else. So this should be location. This one, and then y minus radius. Okay, so and it's going to be 60. I'm going to only change the radius of the flower. Okay, all right, so that way we have some, I don't know, we can actually take it as a parameter as well. So there are many ways to handle that. So I'm giving this 60 over here, but if you want, you can get the circle radius of the center has a parameter and then put it over here as well. That will be more flexible. Okay, you get that my point? So if you want a different you have, if you want to be flexible with the center as well, you can actually take the center circle, the radius also as a parameter. Okay, but right now it's fixed. Okay, all right, so let's, all right, let's try this one out. Okay, oh man, it's actually going slow. I'm gonna stop it. Should I it's very slow, so let's change that speed to 0. Stopped it. Okay, let's draw now. Oh, okay. See that the center is actually off. So we made a logical mistake. Okay. So I will correct that, guys. Okay. So I will make it move to correct right here centers. I think the reason is right here I put 30 30, right? Um, so what happened actually? It's probably because, Yeah, but you know what to do, right? So I think to save time, I'm going to stop right here, but I will actually fix the logical error, which is the center circle is off right now. So I'll make it center properly, but the idea is same. Okay, so we discussed that. Okay, all right, and then I also add the color as well. Okay, all right. Okay, let's move on, guys. Any question though here? So let's quickly go over that the 5 questions. So oh no, it's on the top right. Yeah. Where is it? All right. Write an assignment statement you use in your code. So there are several already, right? So this is the one. This is the one. This is another one, right? I think that's all. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Name one formal parameter to your function. Draw flower. Formal parameter.
Formal
Yeah. Draw flower.
for the formal parameter. I mean, is any of them or any of them formal? All of them are formal.
All of these are formal parameters. Okay. In the definition, right, there we can call them just parameter or formal parameter in the definition. In the call, what do we call them? Arguments. Or there's another synonym for that, actual parameters, because they are the actual values that we are passing. So right here, these are the actual parameters or arguments. Okay, so these are the actual values that we are actually passing. These are the formal values because these are just kind of acting like placeholder values for the in the definition. Okay, all right. Writing statement other than an assignment statement. This one, right? The import statement. Write 2 Python reserved words you use in your code. Def. If, yeah. So this is the other one. We have 3 here: import, def, and if. Okay. All right. Imagine you are being asked to draw a flower with 100 petals. Can we do it with our code? No, right? Why? Because we only have specifically written it for 8, right? So our function can only draw a flower with 8 petals. It can't. So, well, if you want to write one thing, if you want to write to be able to write any function, any flower with any number of petals, then we have to take the number of petals also as a variable, right? And then if it is a variable, then how do we write a specific amount of lines in our code? We can't do it because it's a variable, right? So in current form, with current knowledge, we can do it. So that means in Python or in the programming language, we should be able to automate that repetition. So this see here's the repetition, right? So these are all repetitions, right? So there's a pattern as well. So then we should be able to repeat a line of code again and again in a kind of loop, right? That's the idea. So if you want to propose it for Python, then basically they say enable repetition in the syntax. So that's the short answer for that. Okay. So in current form, we can. Okay. So the answer is no. There are 2 reasons for that. One is we wrote specific number of flower drawing function for specific number of petals, and then we cannot change that by without adding that code, adding more lines of petal drawing codes to our function, right? And then again, we cannot do it for any number of, because it's a variable, and then we can because now it's a variable, then we don't know how many to write like this, right? So, all right. Am I clear on that,
Yes.
everyone? All right. So the idea is basically you have to enable repetition, and then you will see that in week 10 we will do that. We will draw this flower in actually 4 lines of code, even for 100 petals. Okay. All right. So that's the syntax we're gonna learn, the for loop. Okay. All right. Any questions?
Really quick, can
Mhm.
you just go back to how you change the location at the beginning of your define?
Oh, in the circle drawing one, circle drawing one.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's go to,
Just go to.
yeah, go to xy.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yes.
How do you find the position for the center pedal or like the center of the circle?
Yeah, it's basically the math is we come over here, right? So that's the center. So we have to move to that location, directly down. So that's vertical. So x coordinate going to be the same, and y going to be the yeah. So this is going to be the radius. So we're going to draw the radius, the center with the, we're going to draw a circle with the center this, right? So that means this is the radius of that center. So y minus radius. Yeah.
So do you add that? Do you alter the parameter location y in your definition? Is that how you do that?
Yeah, I changed that. I think it's the rotation angle is the locate. So this is the this is the the problem. So this one is, so I have the radius. So location y minus radius. That's correctly, and then yeah, the x. So this is probably I need to figure this out. All right, guys, it's 12. Let's take our break. Be here around 12:07. Okay. Yes.
Every time I smile.
Okay, so read it. Okay, turtle is not defined line 61. It's a name error. So line 61, that turtle. So I think the reason is it doesn't know what turtle means. Turtle is, that means on the top you haven't imported the turtle module. Yeah, yeah, that's why. Okay, so you can import turtle module. Yeah, yeah,
Some trouble.
yeah. It's
The center
mhm.
will draw.
Yeah. So radius. It's this guy is actually the problem. So oh, not this one. It's radius minus
Oh,
20.
yeah.
Then it should be okay.
If I just keep the radius the same.
Yeah, and then basically the reason is um, so we are looking like we are moving to the correct see that we are moving to the correct location, right? But the angle is different, right? So if you change the angle to, I think it's,
It should end on
yeah,
0 because it goes 45 and then the slash
yeah,
radius
yeah.
360, so it ends on 0.
So basically, so here is the center. If we move this way and then turn to 0, it should actually draw correctly. But it looks
So
like it's
then
not drawing.
it should turn.
It's actually not going to 0. No, actually, let me
Wait,
try.
no. Yeah, go ahead.
So I think angle. Yeah. So see, your angle is always 45, right? It should be starting angle. So let's change that. Okay.
Oh, my bad.
Copy that,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and all right. So now this 0 should work actually. Let's see. Oh no. Okay. So now it's basically, let's see, radius, location y minus radius. Yeah, it should be.
Well, but now the rest of the flower's wrong.
Oh yeah. So that's probably because you need to now add. Okay. So let's see. starting angle, it's always starting angle, right? It should be now 1 is 45. So basically your starting angle is what, um, 45 and 30 30. So um, so right here it's, so right here it's 0. Okay, radius is correct. Oh, what? Oh, you are multiplying, right? You can't
Yeah.
be multiplying. No.
Oh no.
No, it should be just always the same.
Oh.
So remove that. Yeah.
Oh. Duh.
Because right, it's,
Yeah.
and
I
then
forgot.
from there. So let's say you are drawing the second one, and then from there it's 45, right?
Yes.
Again, no,
I was doing
yeah,
it forgetting that
that's
I was
why.
already turning.
Yeah. Okay. Try now. There you go.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. How's it going? Yeah, I think. Let me take a look. Radius at 0, 45, 45.
These are just the points.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, the scrolls.
Yeah. This is a Mac, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So starting angle, correct? And yeah, just change this to starting angle, and then yeah, let's change this to 0. Can you change this? Sorry, yeah, yeah, 0. So let's try now. Did you try 0?
I did.
Oh, it's off now. Okay.
Maybe it's because the radius is different. Oh, it is.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is
it
'cause
should
the
be
radius
30.
is
It's
different.
minus 30. Yeah. I mean, you can use a different radius, but it has to be same one we are subtracting for.
Yeah.
There you
Okay.
go. Okay. Yeah. If you can put a different one, and then that should be the 30 there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Okay. And you can put the colors. You know how to put colors, right?
I figured.
Yeah. Okay. How's it going? Do you want the code to see?
Yeah.
I can. Yeah, I can actually. I also have a issue actually at the issue I had was, yeah, okay. So let me all right. Which one you need? This code or okay? Let me plus this and put it like here. Yeah. Yes.
Everything was starting angle, but it doesn't like. Should I have done that, or should I just like keep the 45s?
The no, it's still starting location, starting angle. Sorry. Yeah, you can keep it like that, and then
So they all just like goes in the same spot.
oh no, okay. The reason is
Is that defined or?
so go down the flower 80. It's always 0, right? So
Right.
that's why. So what we need to do is basically um, yeah. Oh, okay. So it's here. It's first one is going to be starting angle, and then it has to be. So we are drawing 8 flowers, right?
Right.
8 petals, right?
Yes.
So all the rest should be 45, 45, 45.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
of course. Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
Then like
Yeah. Mhm.
starting angle. Okay. Then
Yeah.
there
you
it
go.
goes. But then there
Okay.
was like the issue with the center, which we're gonna discuss later.
Yeah, center. Yeah, so you have to be okay. So it's 0 and location X, location Y
Minus 60.
minus 60, which is the same one.
No, we
Right.
Um,
get those at this spot. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, they put them out last
the
night.
reason for is actually yeah, I
Oh, 800? Yeah, I like boiled eggs.
hmm.
My jam, bro. I'm always eating boiled eggs.
Yeah, the reason for that is actually probably left by starting angle, and then that's going to be 0. And that's the problem actually. This angle is not going to be 0. That's why it's actually, since it's it should be let's see.
45. Or
Uh,
well, minus 60 though, so it's like you have to be higher, like maybe 120 or one.
maybe okay. One thing you can do is you can actually let's see the call down here. 80 0, right? Um, let's change this one also to 45. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, there it
yeah.
goes.
So it shouldn't be depending like that. But I'll figure that out, and when I post my code, I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay. And then color would just go.
Yeah, I mean, you know how to use it. You can put that code into the pedal, this one, and then you will have the color as well.
Okay. But then like we just do a turtle and then Tom and that'd be fine, or just.
Oh yeah, this is fine. So because we are using Tom as the turtle, so it's gonna use that one. But here it's a different name, which is fine as well.
Okay. No problem. I got you.
All right, guys. So let's watch this video. So this is I won't first warn you guys, because this guy going to show you some code, but that will be in a different programming language. Okay, but the concept he's going to talk about are same. Okay, so just pay attention to what he tells rather than just the code. Okay, so I just published it. Okay, so let's watch this. So this is really important. We have been I have been, like, stressing this from the day one of we writing code, right? So this is an important thing. Okay, I just published it, guys. It in module 6. Okay, writing readable code. All right, so let's go back. So I'm going to let me go over the midterm. Okay, so it's published now. I'm gonna show you as my test student. Okay. All right. So right here. Okay. So by the way, guys, I will be posting the rest of the modules sometime this week. Okay. So after midterm module. Okay. All right. So so this is as a student, right? So if I try to open this one, see that it doesn't work. Why?
You don't want us to see it yet. Oh.
Yeah, so you have to first take take a look at that. So there's a any other module you can actually come in the middle and check. See that? So I haven't done any of those, but I can access this one. But here it's blocked, right? The reason is, in this particular module, the top-down approach is enforced. That means you have to complete the first one to go to the next one. Okay, so basically this is some helpful tips for managing your stress. So I'm going to click on that, and then let's say someone already submitted something, right? So feel free to share your ideas, right? So now I viewed this one, right? So that means I can now go to the next one and open it. Okay, so I can now start the this one. This one is important assignment. Okay, it's coming from the library. Okay, so it shouldn't take more than 30 minutes to do this. It's a quiz that you have to do in there, and then once you get at least 4 points, I think that's how you can actually yeah. you will pass and you can get actually the certificate, right, or the badge. The certificate, I think the certificate. So make sure to print it, or get a screenshot. Make sure your name is visible in the certificate, and then you submit. Okay, so basically you start it. Imagine you completed and then downloaded your certificate, right, and then click over here to upload it. And I'm gonna just upload this one. So this also, I did something in Canvas to improve myself. So and then submit assignment. Okay, so then you will get access to the midterm. Okay, so which one is the next? Okay, so all right, so midterm is a project. Okay, and there are a bunch of topics that you can select. Okay, so one thing is the timing. So the due date is March 15th. So you have, from starting today, you have 3 weeks to do it. Okay, but guys, do not contemplate doing the previous one. Do not postpone it. Okay, then basically you will not have access to the midterm, right? So get the previous one, the library assignment, maybe this week. Then you will have access to midterm. Then we can basically read through and collect material and then do things, right? All right, so imagine you did the library assignment, right, and then you now have access. So this is going to be how it looks like. So it's a project that designed to do in 2 weeks, but I am opening it early, so you have actually more time to do it. The end of the midterm periods, it's actually on 15th. For deadline for me to report your midterm grades is actually on 21st. So you can again, before, if you submit before 21st, I'll be able to grade this one and consider this one also into your grades too. Okay, so um, so basically but again, since in this class we don't have deadline penalties, you can submit it later as well, but I discourage doing that, because then if you do so, you are keeping that one also to do. Okay, so don't do that, guys. All right, so there are a bunch of topics and then bunch of subtopics. Okay, so you pick a topic and then pick a subtopic, right? And then here are the topics. One is binary, we have done it already, right? Computer hardware, right? And data, we will be doing this next week actually. That's data module. And then others, the internet and those things, they are coming in later in SciBook. If you want more information, you can actually read those chapters, chapter 13 and 14, if you pick a topic from these. Okay, but even without going on through SciBook, those chapters, we are giving you enough information to refer them and do your midterm. Okay, so these are the information that you need. So you will basically go over them and then read and before you submit your midterm. Okay, all right, there's a bunch of topic, AI and a whole bunch of topics. All of these are this one. Your resume, a GitHub project. So I highly recommend doing this. So this is another medium actually that you can submit. Okay, so all right, so imagine you pick a medium, sorry, pick a topic, and then you have to pick a medium. Okay, that can be a video, right? So you can do a PowerPoint presentation, and you can present it and record yourself as well, like 15 minutes video, right? Or maybe 5-10 minutes as well, which is fine. Or any visual media, right? So slideshow, poster, infographic. Okay, and then the other medium is paper. So you write an essay. So this is the most popular one because it's the easiest actually. And then 500 word. Make sure there are 3 main ideas at least, and then 3 supporting ideas per main idea. Okay, All right, that's the essay. And then you can also send a concept map, submit a concept map, and we're going to watch a video on how to write concept, draw concept maps next week actually. Okay, and then here are some resources too. This one I also highly recommend writing a report. So that's a different to writing a paper. Report is basically you're gonna pick a data set and do a small analysis from that database, and then we're gonna learn how to do it next week. Okay, so and then ask me if you want to choose a data set. I can also help you with ideas as well. So and then report writing has a certain way of doing that. We're gonna sort of have to follow how to write a scientific paper, and that's going to be reports. Basically, the abstract, the background, and then the method, and then your conclusions in the end. So that's your report. Okay. So I can show you how to do this one. If you can also, if you want, you can do it in a Jupyter notebook as well. If you use a code for that, okay, to generate to do your report. Okay. Um, and then the last one I recommend is, so I have two main recommendation for you guys. Okay, don't go for the low hanging fruit, which is the essay. Okay, I would say try to go for this one, the GitHub resume or a website or the report, right? So I had in the last semester I had several students doing these two actually. And then this one is really cool one because you actually do your midterm project, and in the end you get your resume, like online resume that you can share with the link. You can put it in the LinkedIn, you can put it, you can share with the recruiter, right? um, so and then this, if you follow the instructions, you will actually get that. Okay, so the link to your resume coming in as a GitHub page, and then how to do it is your actually midterm project. Okay, and I have actually given a specific instruction there how to do it. Actually, it's in here. If you actually click on that, let's see. Um, I think I need to add the link. I'll add that link, guys. There should be a link over here. Okay, so I can show you what last semester student did. Some of the examples. This one, I think, yeah. So this is the one that this girl actually did a website, um, and then this actually her, and then that this kind of a really a complex one. You don't have to be this complex. The template I'm giving you really simple one, and the other one I can show you. This student, is actually a veteran, and you can see that this looks like a really like a resume, right? And then this is his actually midterm project. So the project page going to have I'm giving you a template page, and then it will have a detailed instruction to how to do it. Okay, so what you will learn is basically you will learn GitHub, which is it's a code sharing platform, which is a skill in software engineering, right? And then you will learn how to do it by doing the midterm. So that's the idea. And then for you, you will get your resume, online resume, as a result. Okay, so it's a kind of design your career in mind. Okay, all right. So let's go back to that. Okay, and then once you create, you can submit your media, right, or your GitHub link, right, and then take a look at the rubric. Okay, so that's a detailed rubric that you have to comply. And then guys, this I would say this is a scoring opportunity in this class as well. So if you do the essay uh, the recommended way, you will get all those 10 points, right? And then for any other medium as well. So take that opportunity, okay, and then get that 10 points, all of them. Okay. Any question on midterm? Anyone? So I would say start within the discussion today, and this week finish the library assignment. Yes.
So GitHub is like a site where it's like it's just like another type of website, kind of like it's different. It's different than other website builders because
Yeah, GitHub is actually a code sharing platform. So it's actually owned by Microsoft, but it's actually, if you do an open source project, it's free for everyone. Okay. So and then what basically you will do is you will write your resume as an open source project, right? And then GitHub has a feature called GitHub Pages, and then there's a certain way, if you do the settings, and then you can get your resume as a web page, and that's what the instruction says how to do, and then you basically follow the instruction and get it done. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because for the one where she designed her own website, I was gonna, does that cost money to
No, she actually she takes CNIT classes like web development, so she knows how to do. So that's why she went the extra mile and then did all of those. So you don't have to style anything. This is basically, this was what I was expecting. Um, this is what I was expecting from students. So this one got all 10 marks. Okay. I gave only the skeleton, like education, experience, but you just have to fill them up uh, using GitHub and Git. Basically, that's the skill you have to learn to do that. And yeah, so that's basically that.
Yeah, because I mean, I think I'm most
Yeah.
interested in the data analysis project.
Yeah, I highly recommend that one too. Report. Yeah. And then we'll actually do actual data analysis group discussion in the data module. Yeah. Okay. Any questions on midterm? Any other questions?
I just want.
Any other concern and issues? Just talk to us, guys. Okay, so I mean, don't keep it to yourself. You need help, you know that you have to talk and ask help, right? So otherwise we don't know, right? We kind of see that from your record, your grades and things, and we are also reaching out based on that. But asking for help, you have to ask for it, right? So yeah. Okay. All right. So but that's a good discussion. Okay. So let's go to, so we're gonna go to our sci book. So we're gonna start our chapter. I think we stopped somewhere, right, in chapter 5. So we stopped right here. Did we do this one? Oh, we finished this topic? No, right? Okay. So this one is actually so imagine you are writing a small mathematical function, right? In this case, like you are converting inches to centimeters, so it's a simple conversion formula, right? But it's something like simple math, right? So you are writing that, and remember that you have to return that value, whatever the value, right? And then do that, right? So the reason is basically you can see over here, right, line 13, right? What kind of a thing is line 13? What? Yeah, assignment what? Assignment statement, right? So you can see that, right? See that the right side is a call to a function, right? So that means it's an expression, right? So that right hand side is an expression. So function calls are actually expressions. Okay. And then if you want to use that value in another, let's say you want to write this centimeters by 100 again to by 100 again to find millimeters, then you have to multiply this by 100, right? So That means basically, we have to write our function so that we should be able to use it as an expression. So in fact, function are actually expressions in Python. Okay, and then even print function, like that's an expression. Okay, sometimes we used to call print statement, which is a kind of a misrepresentation. Okay, so all right, so that's that. I think we can actually go to the bottom and do a challenge activity. Yeah, let's do this one. All right. All right. So complete the function convert to meters that has one parameter as a length in yards. The function returns the length converted to meters, given that 1 yard equals this much, right? Okay. So line number 1. What is what do you see? What's I mean, what specific thing you see?
It's an assignment statement.
Yes,
And
correct.
it is giving us the constant for switching yards into meters.
Yeah. So variable name, what's something different that you see?
All caps.
All caps, right? Why? Why that variable name is all caps? There should be a reason for that. Because we never actually, this kind of first time we are encountering this, right?
Because
We already discussed. I think you already said actually the reason. Yes. Yeah, because it's a constant. Okay. So now we know for in many programming languages, for a constant we use all caps names. Okay, and still it has to be expressive. So that means you have to actually use a underscore to separate them, the expressive parts, right? In here, yards to meters, right? So it's actually a constant, something universal that wouldn't change anywhere else. So for those, we use all caps names, and then we use underscore to make it the name expressive. Okay, all right. So remember that it's not even in Python, it's across languages, it is the case. Okay, all right, so we have to write this function. So all right, I'm gonna let you guys draw the write the docstring. Okay, so return, what should be returning, what should I be returning?
number of yards.
Yeah, times the factor, right? So this one,
Oh,
which
cool.
is this one, right?
So we can put the arithmetic right in there. We don't need to.
Yeah, you can create a new variable and store it in there and return that variable, which is fine. But if it is only that, why not returning the because the moment you create a variable, you are now storing it in the memory as well, right? So that take up some memory there, even for that function. It's not that significant, but why not returning the return value itself from the return statement, like this one. Okay, so number of yard times the conversion factor is 1 yard is this many meters, so we want that in meters, right? So this time that. Okay, all right, so check this one out. Okay, oh, made a mistake. Why is that? Do I have to divide? Let's see.
Put a space in yards.
Oh, right here, right? Okay. I think I may have just accidentally hit the space bar. There you go. Okay, all right. Okay guys, so the next one is the Scilab. Take a look at the this is the training one, and it's actually going to use unit test, which in future Scilabs also at least should have one unit test. Okay, so good to understand how it works. Okay, so practice that one, and this is the lab. Okay, so all you have to do is collect these three inputs. Okay, and then you have to write your function. Take a look at the starter code, the template code given to you. You have to write your docstring. I have unit test case checking for the docstring. Okay, so meaningful docstring, and if it is not meaningful, it'll dock you a point. Okay, and then you have to write your code over here. Basically, you collect hours in minutes and seconds, and then returning everything in seconds. Okay, and then make sure to collect the two other inputs from keyboard. Okay, following this line 6. So just take the pattern of that, and then you have to have one more for hours, one more for minutes. Okay, so that's you have to write, but similar to this line. And then right here you have to call your function, line 9. Okay, and that's it. So that's going to be your lab. Okay, all right. So we are not going to start this chapter today. In the previous class I actually finished section 1, but a little bit behind on this one. That's fine. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm actually not having a problem with the code so much as understanding like the right way to do the doc string. So when I start my doc string, I start with the input and output.
It has to be, it should start with the verb, that the task that your function should accomplish, right? Remember, right, in here, right? So take a look here, right? See, I have always draws. See that, see the verb, and then draw what? Right? That's basically the output, right? So and then the inputs, right? So it has to have some mentioning of this set of inputs. Yeah. So and I have all of them, right? So I would say actually this draw off actually, right? Of flower of circular petals of radius. This one. This in the docstring, you need to have some sort of reference to your inputs. You don't need to have the turtle because we always need that, but definitely for this you need to have some sort of mentioning in your docstring. There are more sophisticated ways of writing docstrings which are like multiple lines. We don't need to go that far in this class. Okay, all right. Okay, other question, guys? So we're gonna start with this Thursday, guys. Okay, remember we are 1 week behind, which is fine. Fine, because we have 16 modules in this class, but we have 18 weeks, so we have enough time. Okay, all right. So let me open the problem today, which is okay, this one. Not that one, sorry. Yeah, smiley face. Okay, so me actually I think I need to adjust the due date because we are behind now 1 week. Just save that as well. You know what a smiley face is like? You know, the memes. What is memes? Not memes. There's a name for that. What is it? Emojis. Yes, emojis. Yeah, yeah. So this is going to be due on 28th. All right, there you go. Okay. So I can show you the example I already have. This is the one. That's my smiley face. I mean, you can, for now, you don't have to have a smile. just imagine, right? The outline is circle, two eyes are circles, and then the straight two lines for nose and mouth. That's your starter one, like the the first solution, and you can later on make this is smiling like using an arc instead of a line. Okay, so this is my code. So this is what I have done for in last semester. I actually also use input, um, right? Okay.
Let me see the code. Let me see. Go to the
No, I'm not going to show the code. So, all right, okay, there you go. So we'll see that code Thursday. Okay. All right. All right. So this is a group discussion, guys. So try to get the plan done before you go, and then you can translate that later, at least. Okay. So we have already some matches for this one, right? So the today's one has circle drawing, go to, all you need those actually. But make sure, like you draw it symmetrically using, like by hand first, and figure out the parameters, where you move, where should you move, and things like that, right? If you try to brute force those things, you will take more time. It will take more time.